Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Inshallah, today we will start our final revision. Okay, let's start with the first question. The derivative of f of x is equal to cosine x. Okay, to solve this one, you have to remember two triangles. The first one is secant tan, and you will use it if you have the derivative or integration of any one of them. So for example, if you want to get the derivative of secant x, it will be secant times tan, and if you want to get the derivative of tan, it will be secant squared. And also it works for integration. And to solve cosine x, we have the other triangle, which is cosecant and cotan, and here is negative sign. So if you want the derivative of cosine x, it's like you hiding it, so you come up with cosecant and negative cosecant, which is negative cosecant squared x. So the solution will be negative cosecant squared x. Okay, second question, we need the integration of 5x power 4 dx. Okay, to get it, all what you need to do is just using the inverse power rule. How you'll do it? We have the power 4 to the fourth power. All what you need to do is add in 1, and you will take the new power and you will divide by it. So it will be something like this. It will be 5x power 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1, and you just need to simplify and calculate the number. So it will be 5x power 5 over 5, and 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1, so it will be x power 5, and don't forget plus c. So the answer will be letter A. So again, the reverse power rule is adding 1 to the power and dividing by the new power. So you start by adding 1 to the power and then dividing by the new power. Okay, next question, I need the integration of 3e power x. Okay, the integration of e power x is the same, and 3e power x, it will be 3e power x without any changes, and you will add a constant, which is plus 3, so it will be letter B. Okay, next one, I need the integration of cosecant cotan. You remember the triangle, it was cosecant, negative cosecant, cotan. So if you hide it at cosecant and cotan, you will come up with negative cosecant x plus c, which is second option. Okay, next, I need the integration of a constant. Okay, remember this. If you have, for example, 2x, the derivative of 2x is 2. So the integration of 2, it will be 2x, and don't forget plus c, because the derivative of any constant numbers is 0. Right now we have the integration of 9 dx. The thing is that if you get its derivative, it will be 9, it will be 9x. Okay, and don't forget plus c, so it will be the first option. So for example, the integration of 4 dx, it will be 4x plus c, and so on. Okay, let's continue. Sixth question, the integration of cosine x. What is the thing that if you get its derivative, it will be cosine? It's sine, because the derivative of sine is cosine. So the thing that if you got its derivative to be cosine, it will be sine. So it will be the first choice, sine x plus c. Next, I need the integration of x power 4. Okay, it's the same. What you need to do is add in 1 to the power and then divide by the new power. Okay, if you added 1 to 1 over 4, it will be 5 over 4. And when you divide it by 5 over 4, it will be 4 over 5 x power 5 over 4. So, and of course don't forget to add a constant, which is plus c, so it will be the first option. Okay, next, the integration of 1 over x power 3. Okay, don't forget this one. You can remove x power 3 from the denominator and put it up to be x power negative 3, and then you will use power rule one more, the inverse power rule one more time. So I will add 1, and then I will divide by the new power. So the final answer will be x power negative 2 over negative 2, and don't forget plus c. So it will be the last option. Okay, and you could find it in another form. You could find it like negative 1 over 2 power x power 2 plus c, because this one will go back to the denominator with the inverse sign. Okay, next, the derivative of e power 2x. Okay, all of us agree that the derivative of e power x is the same, but what about the derivative of e power 2x? It would be the same, and using the chain rule you will get the derivative of the power, which is 2. So the derivative of 2x is equal to 2, and you will multiply by it, so it will be 2 e power 2x. Okay, next, I need the integration of x power negative 5. So to get the integration of x power negative 5, all what you need to do is add in 1 and then divide it by negative 5 plus 1. Okay, so it will be x power negative 4 over negative 4. If you found it, it's okay. If you didn't find it, you'll find it in another form, which is the last form, because this one is the same as negative 1 over 4 x power negative 4. And don't forget a plus c, of course. Next, okay, the integration of 0. What is the things that if you get its derivative, it will be 0? Actually, you have more than one correct answer, but for us, it's a constant. It's a constant. The derivative of a constant is 0. Of course, 1 is a constant, and also its derivative is 0. 0 is a constant, and its derivative is 0. But this example, you have more than one correct answer, but its correct answer is C. It's a constant. Any number, the derivative of any number is 0. Because this is antiderivative, so you'll ask yourself, what is the things that if I get its derivative, it will be 0? It's any number. For example, 9, the derivative of 9 is 0. 2, the derivative of 2 is 0. 1, the derivative of 1 is 0. 0, the derivative of 0 is 0, and so on. So it's a constant. Okay, next, integration of sine. What are the things that if you get its derivative, it will be sine? I know the derivative of cosine is negative sine, so if I need it to only be sine, it will be negative cosine. You have to remember, the derivative of sine is cosine, the derivative of cosine is negative sine. So if you need only a sine, you will put this negative here, so it will be negative cosine plus c. Next, this is x power 5. Okay, to get its integration, you have to add 1 and then divide by the new power, so it will be x power 6 over 6 plus c, of course, so it will be the second option. Okay, what is the integration of 6x? So the power here is 1. All what you need to do is add in 1 to the power and divide by the new power, which is 1 plus 1. So it will be 6x power 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 3x power 2, and don't forget plus c. Second option. Okay, next one. What are the things that if you got its derivative, it will be negative sine? It's cosine, so it will be cosine x plus c. Okay, the same thing. All what you need to do is moving up x power 2 to be x power negative 2. Okay, x power negative 2. And then you have to get its integration, so you will add 1 and divide by the new power, so the final answer will be x power negative 1 over negative 1, or any other equivalent form, so it will be letter D. Okay, next. Okay, you have a fourth root, so how you do it, you will change it to a power, so you will say this is equivalent to x power 3 divided by 4, and then you will use the inverse power rule, which is adding 1 to this power and divided by the new power. Okay, if you added 1 to 3 over 4, it will be 7 over 4, and we will divide by the new power. Okay, if you want to simplify, it will be 4 over 7x power 7 over 4, which is the first option. Okay, next, this one, you have 5 and square root. Square root is the same as power half. Okay, use the inverse power rule, add 1 and then divide by the new power. You'll find it to be 5x power 3 over 2 over 3 over 2, which is, after simplifying, 2 times 5 over 3, because you get the reciprocal of this one, x power 3 over 2, and then you will simplify one more time, it will be 10 over 3x power 3 over 2. which is this one. Okay, the integration of cosecant squared. If you remember the triangle, we have cosecant, negative cosecant, and cotan. We took cosecant squared without the negative, so it will be negative cotan. Okay, next one, x power negative 3. Okay, use the inverse power rule, add 1 and then divide by the new power. It will be x power negative 2 over negative 2 or any equivalent 4. Okay, it will be this one, second option. Next. Okay, about this one, actually you can be sure from the result by using your calculator, but right now we will use workout steps to show the solution. Okay, we need the integration, the determinant integration from 0 up to pi for 3 sine x dx. How you will do it? You will start by dealing with this function first. What is the integration of sine x? It's negative cosine. The integration of sine is negative cosine, and you keep 3 as the same, so it will be negative 3 cosine x cosine x. Okay, when you deal with determinant integration, you won't use plus constant thing, so we will just deal by these determinants. So how you will do it? At first, after you gain the integration, you will start by plugging in the numbers. You will start by this number, the top number, and then the lower one. Start by plugging in pi, so it will be negative 3 cosine pi, and pi, when you use in degrees, it will be 180. And then plug in 0, so it will be negative 3 sine 0. You will calculate both of them, and then you will get the difference. This is what you're going to do. So again, first step, get the integration of what you have here, which is negative 3 cosine x. How to deal with these numbers? You will just plug in the numbers. So I will start with the top one and then the lower one, and get the results, and then get the difference between them. Okay, cosine 180 is negative 1 times negative 3, it will be 3. And cosine 0 is 1, so 1 times negative 3, it will be negative 3. So what you need to find right now is 3 minus negative 3, it will equal to 6. So the answer here is equal to 6. You have to show your steps, you have to show your workout, so you have to do all of this. Okay, second question. Find the second derivative of y is equal to 2x power 5 minus 4x power 3 plus e power 3x. Okay, what's the meaning of second derivative? You will get the derivative 2 times. Okay, you will start with the first one. This is the power rule, so it will be 5 times 2, which is 10x power 4 minus 12x power 2 plus, about this one it will be the same, but don't forget to multiply by the derivative of the power, so it will be 3e power 3x. Okay, this is the first derivative. Let's make it one more time so that we can get the second derivative. It will be 4x power 3 minus 24x power 1 plus 9e power 3x. Okay, and this is the final answer. So one more time, second derivative, it means you get the derivative 2 times. Okay, about the third question, it's the same as the first one. You will get the integration of what you have here, and then you plug in the numbers, get the difference. At first step, let's get the integration of what do we have here. Let's use the inverse power rule, plus 1 and then divide by the new power. So it's like 6 divided by 3, which is 2x power 3. The same here, 1 plus 1 divided by the new power. It would be negative 2x power 2. And the integration of 3, it's a 3x. Remember, it's a 3x. Then plug in the numbers 2 times. The first one, let's plug 2. So it will be 2 power 3 minus 2 power 2 plus 3 times 2, which is equal to, this is 16 minus, so it will be 8 plus 6, it will be 14, I think. Let's check it one more time. This is 16. Okay, this is 8. 16 minus 8 is 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay, second time I will plug in 1, so it will be 2 1 power 3 minus 2 1 power 2 plus 3 times 1. So it will be 2 minus 2, which is 0, plus 3 equal to 3. And then the final and last step, you will make 14 minus 3, it will be 11. So the answer for this one is equal to 11. Okay, question number 4 is the very important one. You need to remember the integration by parts. Okay, let's do it. No, so for that, okay, just a second. No. Okay, we need just an empty space. Just 1 second. Okay, let's erase this one and use this space. Okay, we need to get the integration of x e power 2x dx. Okay, to do this, there's an easy way to do it. Actually, it's really easy one. You will start with one of the two functions, because this one is a multiplication of two functions. So you will take one of them, and as the derivative you will get its derivative, and the other one you will get its integration. So let's take x to get its derivative, and for the integration we will take e power 2x. Okay, let's start our steps. So what is the derivative of x? It's 1. And what is the derivative of 1? It's 0. When you find 0, you just stop. And then what is the integration of e power 2x? Okay, we know it's e power 2x, but don't forget we can use the chain rule here, and which gains the derivative of the power, and then we will divide by it because we're using integration right now. So the derivative of the power is 2, and then you will divide by 2 because you're doing integration, not derivative. Okay, let's do it one more time. We need to get the integration of this function. Okay, the integration of e power 2x, it's the same, and of course 2 in the denominator, but we multiply it one more time by the derivative of the power, so it will be 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, what is the next step? We will put our signs, positive, negative, positive, and then we will find the answer. Okay, so the final answer will be positive x times e power 2x over 2 minus 1 times e power 2x over 4, and of course don't forget plus c. So this is an example for integration by parts. Let me give you another example. Okay, I'll give you an easier one. What about if you have integration of e power x times x power 2 dx. Okay, we will take 1 for the derivative and 1 for the integration. So which one will take it for the derivative? Let's choose the polynomial one, which is x power 2. Okay, and let's take the exponential one for integration. It's easier to integrate. Okay, let's get the derivative for x power 2. It's 2x. The derivative of 2x is 2. The derivative of 2 is 0, and stop. Okay, let's get the integration of e power x. It's the same, e power x. Okay, so let's put our signs, positive, negative, and then let's find the final answer. So the final answer will be positive x power 2 e power x minus 2x e power x plus 2 e power x, and don't forget plus c. Okay, two very important notes. The first one, you have to start with the derivative. You have to start with this one first. Okay, so you will take whatever function that you have and you will get its derivative, and then start with it. So, and of course it's better to take the polynomial function for the derivative. Only in special cases you will put it for integration, but in this case polynomial function will go to the derivative. Okay, I hope you got it, and inshallah it will be an easy one. Okay, next we need to get the integration from pi over 4 to pi over 2 of secant squared x. Okay, at first let's get the integration of this function. You will use the triangle secant squared. It will be 10x. Okay, and then remember, what do we do when we have these numbers? We will start by plugging them in. So pi over 2, which is 180 over 2, we will use it as degrees. So it will be 10 180 over 2, and then 10 the second number, which is 180 over 4 because it's a pi over 4, and then we get their difference. So it will be this is 90, this is 90, yeah. Okay, and I need to get 10 90. It will be undefined, so all of it will be undefined. So this one will be undefined. Okay, so if you got one of them is undefined, all of it is undefined, because 10 90 will be undefined, and then minus 1, so it will be undefined number. Okay, next, by the way, when you calculated this one, your calculator, you will find it to be math error. So math error, it means undefined. Next, we need to get the integration of this part. At first, let's take the integration of this function. The integration of 2x, add 1 to the power and divide by it, so it will be x power 2. For this one, it's like x power half, so you will add 1 and divide by it, by the new power, of course, so it will be plus x power 3 over 2, and then here 2 over 3. Okay, and then you'll plug in the numbers. So here you will start by plugging in 1 and then 0. But when you plug in 1, you will find it to be 1 plus 2/3, which is equal to 1 2/3. Let's keep it 1 2/3. Okay, when plugging in 0, it will be 0. So 1 2/3 minus 0, it will be 1 2/3. Okay, this one we need to find the integration by parts. Okay, actually I solved this one just for knowing it, but I want to make it required in your exam. So this one you can skip it, but right now, just for curiosity, I will find the solution for this one. Okay, but this one is not included in your exam. Okay, so I will take one of them as the derivative and the other one as the integration. Actually, in this one I cannot find the integration of ln x with an easier way, so I will take ln x for derivative and x power 2 for the integration. So the derivative of ln x is 1 over x, and the integration of x power 2, add 1 and divide by it, so it will be x power 3 over 3, and stop here. This one I can to get the integration of this whole part, of course this is plus and this is minus, so it will be x power 3 over 3 ln x minus the integration of this thing, which is, if you simplify it, it will be here power 2, and then start by doing the integration steps. So it will be x power 3 over 9, and don't forget plus c. Okay, as I told you, this one is not required in your exam. This one is not required in your exam. Just for curiosity, I have found the solution for this one. Okay, the next one, cosine x, it is the same. Start by finding the integration of cosine x, which is sine x. Start by plugging in the numbers, so I will start plugging in pi, which is 180. It will give you 0. It's like you get in sine of 180, which is equal to 0, and then sine of negative 180, it's also 0. So it's 0 minus 0, which is equal to 0. Next, we need to get the integration of sine 2x. Okay, this one is a pretty easy one, but you have a little trick. Okay, if you got the integration of sine, it will be negative cosine, so it will be negative cosine. It will be the same function, which is 2x. We're done? No, we're not, because we're here. We have 2x, not x. You can use the chain rule, or you will just divide by the derivative. So the derivative is 2 divided by 2. Okay, because the integration is everything. Reverse it for the derivative. So if you were multiplied by the derivative when you're using the chain rule, when you're going to derive anything, here you will divide by the derivative. So it will be negative cosine 2x over 2, and don't forget plus c. Okay, next, this one, you will use the integration by parts, and it's really important. It's really easy. You will take one of them as the derivative and the other one as integration. Take the polynomial as the polynomial part here is as the derivative, and this one for integration. Okay, the derivative of x is 1, the derivative of 1 is 0, integrative of cosine x is sine x, and the integration of sine x is negative cosine x. Put your signs and start getting the derivative. Start getting the solution, which is positive x sine x. Okay, we don't need this part. So it will be x sine x minus negative times negative is positive. Okay, 1 times cosine x is cosine x, and at the end plus c. Okay, let's move on. About this one, we need to find the integration from 0 up to 4 of x dx. Okay, how to get it? Start by locating the numbers. I will start with 0 up to 4, and 4 is here. Okay, if the numbers are above the x-axis, it's positive. Down x-axis is negative, but I don't know what is the area here exactly. But he solved it for you. He told you have to add it to the remaining area, which starts from 4 up to 6. So it's like you're getting all of this. Don't split it into small areas, just to get all of this. Okay, how to get all of this from 0 up to 6? Because I'm starting from 0 to 4 and from 4 to 6, so it's like you're going from 0 to 6. You will take the numbers. If it was above x-axis, it's positive, so it will be positive 5, and you will add it to the other numbers, but it's down below x-axis, so it will be negative, so it will be negative 6. So the answer will be negative 1. It's that easy. You will have to locate the areas. Above x-axis is positive, below x-axis is negative. Okay, what about this one? Do the same. Locate the areas from 0 to 6. Okay, from 3 to 6. This one, okay, it's down x-axis, so it will be negative 6, and actually he made it with the sign here, so he made it easier for you. He is telling you it's negative 6. Okay, but here you have negative 5, so it's like negative 5 multiplied by the result, whatever it is, which is negative 6, so the answer will be 30. Okay, next. Okay, this one is very easy, but it have a little trick. We need it from negative 4 to negative 7. If you started from negative 4, you will go to the inverse direction, so this one it have to be inversed, so it will be negative 7 to negative 4, and just put negative outside. Okay, so I'm going in the right direction right now. Just a second. I'm going to the right direction right now from negative 7 to negative 4. Okay, it's a 3, but we have a negative outside, it will be negative 3. Okay, let's continue. From 0 up to 3. Okay, I will zoom for this one. I need from 0 till 3. It's the same. Okay, I need to find the area from 0 till 3. Okay, how to find the area below x-axis? At first it will be negative. It's like you will count the squares. Okay, you will count the squares between the curve or the function and the x-axis, and because of it's below x-axis, it will be negative. Okay, let's count the squares. This one. Okay, we have this part. 1, 2 squares. Okay, what about this one? How to know it? Okay, this one is part of the full rectangle here. The full rectangle is 2 squares, but we got its half, so it's only 1 square. So this triangle is equivalent to 1 square. The same applies for this part. This part is half of this rectangle, which is 2 squares, and half of 2 squares is 1 square. So here you got 2 squares, and here 1 square, and here 1 square, so the final answer is 4, and it will be negative, so the final answer will be negative 4. So this one will be negative 4. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this one from 0 up to 4. Okay, let's do it. I will go from 0 till 4. It's above x-axis, so it will be positive, and all what you need to do is counting the squares. Okay, how you going to count the squares? It's easy. This part you have full squares, so let's start with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this part is 8 squares, but we need to continue. We have this part up there, so I need to know this triangle represents how many squares. Actually, this triangle is half of a rectangle, and this rectangle is 2. If it was 4, it would be half of 4. This triangle is 2, so half of 2 is 1. So we have 8 plus 1, which is equal to 9, so the final answer will be positive 9 because it's above x-axis. So the final for this one is 9. Okay, let's continue. Alhamdulillah, we finished our revision, and good luck in your exam.